Thank you for your interest in the Arizona Early Childhood Workforce Registry. This small video will give you a hand while you're creating your registry account. What I'd like you to do is start at www.azearlychildhood.org. Once you're at the Arizona Early Childhood Professional Development site, come on over and click on Registry. From this point, all you have to do is click Register Now. Now there's just a few fields that you need to fill out, starting with salutation. So I'll pick Mr. and then you jump down to first name. And then you can tab through and start filling in the information as you go. And then if you wish, you may put in a former last name. Jumping down to email address, you must have a valid and usable email address that you check. So if you don't, you'll have to first create one at either Google or Yahoo or another service of your choice. And then you'll have to retype your email address. Your password is very specific and there's instructions right here that you can look at, but it has to be at least 8 characters using a special character and a number. A special character could be an exclamation point, a question mark, the $sign, a %sign. As an example, there's a few different ones listed. As you notice, the password characters do not show up. They're hidden for security purposes, but it is taking your password that you're typing in. And then you move on to your address, and this could be your home address or your work address. It's recommended that you utilize your home address at this point. When you type in your zip code, it will fill in some information such as the city and the county for you. And then all you have to do is input your daytime phone. If you wish, you can also type in an evening phone. Then you get asked, would you accept text messages? And that's your choice. If you choose yes, you will have to put in a cell phone number, or you can choose no. Birth date. After you get to that point, you have to click the checkbox that says you agree to the terms of use. You can also click on terms of use if you would like to read all the wording. And then you click continue with registration. This is a point where you get to choose your employer. Or if you're currently not employed, you can also choose that. The way to do this is to type in a few keywords of your employer. So for example, I might type in the word center because I work at a preschool center, and then I click search. What you'll notice is that there are many in this list and there's 8 showing at this time. If your center is not showing, you can click on this forward button and it takes you to page 2. And if you're still not showing, it'll take you to page 3. For now, I'm going to close this window because I want to show you another option if your employer is not listed. What I could do now is click in the name of my employer. For example, if I work for an employer with the word grandma in there, I can type grandma and click search. And you'll notice there's many employers in here. There's one full page. If there were additional employers, I could scroll to page 2 and so on. If my employer is not listed on this screen, I can click on employer not listed. If I'm currently unemployed, I can click on currently unemployed. If my employer is not listed and I click on employer not listed and click select, an email screen comes up where I get to fill in this needed information. For example, my employer's name, my employer's address, city, state, zip, the contact name of my employer, their phone number. The type of program, for example, is it a center? Is it a school? Is it an Arizona state agency? I can also answer, is this a family child care home? And then I also need to put age group served. After I fill all that out, I can click send email. After I click send email, someone from the administrative home will enter the employment info in the registry and send you an email letting you know that it has been entered. Going back to our example of grandma, I'm going to click search. And I'm actually going to pick one of these grandmas as my employer. And then I'll click select. So as you see now, it pulled in Grandma's Gail's Garden. Now I get to pick my job role. There's many roles in this list, but not every role is listed. So please pick whatever is closest to what you do. I'll pick lead teacher. I'll select a primary age group that I work with. The start date of my employment. I can choose part-time or full-time. The number of hours worked per week. The max that the system will take is 40, even though you may work additional hours. And I work 52 weeks per year, but you can put the number of weeks that you actually work. Salary type, I can use hourly or annually. I'll pick hourly and type in my salary per hour, and then I get to choose any benefits that are applicable to me. And when I'm finished, I click Continue with Registration. You'll now get a confirmation screen that states an email has been sent to the email that you used while registering. You'll have to check your email box for that email because it's a verification email and you'll be asked to click on a specific link. This is the verification email that hits your email inbox, and all you have to do is click on this URL or this web address. And it will bring you back to the Arizona Registry, and you'll see this alert that says email validated successfully, please log in. So now I'm going to log in with the information that I used when I created my account. And the password is the one that I used while I created my account. If you make an error and you don't type something in correctly, you'll see this little red sign that says you've entered an invalid username or email, so you'll just have to check your work and try it again. When I've logged in successfully, I'm shown 3 security questions that I have to answer. One is, what is my mother's name? What is the name of the elementary school that you've attended? And what is the name of your favorite pet? The reason we ask security questions is if you were to call the administrative home of the Arizona Early Childhood Workforce Registry and needed help with your account, we would have to verify who we're talking to on the phone. We don't want to give out any additional information to someone who does not have this account. After I type all that in, I click Save Answers, and it's telling me that was saved, everything's successful, and I can return home, and that takes me to the home page of my Early Childhood Registry account. There's just a few more bits of information that it's asking me for, so what I can do is Update Now, come down to Demographic Information, and click Edit. And there's just a few things I can type in, so I'll pick my gender, my marital status. Race is not mandatory, but if you choose, you can put it in, and your primary language. And then I'll update my account info. And I've successfully created my registry account, and I'm in my profile editor. If you wish to change any of your info, for example, your email address or your password, you can always come to your profile editor and click Edit. What I'll do now is click Return Home, and this is my registry account.